Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, drinking plenty of water, eating plenty of food, taking care of yourselves mentally and physically. So today I want to talk about some of the things I do want to see at Summer Game Fest. And this video is going to be things outside even, the Resident Evil series. So we're going to talk about just a whole bunch of games in general, because it is going to be a big event. Obviously, we all want Resident Evil, of course, but I do love other games too. And these are the few games that I do want to see. And actually, some of these are actually picked by you guys on the Discord as well. But the Summer Game Fest is next Friday, which is on June 6th. I will be streaming it. It's going to be a great time. So if you have absolutely nothing to do on that Friday, be sure to stop in and say hi, chill around with the small community that we do have. And also, if you guys like the content, make sure to like the video. And if you are new to the channel, do not want to miss any more Resident Evil content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Most importantly, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Please be safe, and let's move on to the video. So starting with the first game is, of course, Resident Evil 9. Obviously, this is like a no-brainer, especially when you're a part of this community. You guys know this is a Resident Evil channel. So Resident Evil 9, or the next entry of Resident Evil, is something I do want to see, and it is probably on my #1 list, of course. Not only just a teaser trailer, but I do want a full-length just trailer in general, just because, I feel like the time gap for a teaser has already been done. I feel like we don't need a teaser at this point, only because we do know that it's coming. So a full-fledged trailer is something I'm personally expecting. Whoever the main character is, whether it's Leon, Jill, Barry, Hunk, whoever it may be, I just want to see RE. Also, this is Future Conjured Lion speaking. They kind of released the listing and partnerships when it comes to the Summer Game Fest of who's actually going to appear in it, and Capcom is actually one of them. So I don't know, chances are high. Yeah, let's just keep moving on. Moving on to the next game is actually going to be Halo for the PS5 or PlayStation in general. This could be literally from the Master Chief Collection, literally anything Halo related. Halo is obviously an Xbox exclusive, but just looking at the latest entry of Gears of War, that's coming to the PlayStation, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a new Halo come to the PlayStation as well. I don't think it's a matter of if, I think it's a matter of when, and maybe we'll see something at Summer Game Fest, maybe. So moving on to the next game that I do want to see is actually Wolverine. Now, Wolverine actually just sadly got data mined and leaked a few years ago. People started spreading the gameplay stuff, and it was some pretty tragic news, but hopefully that didn't hinder the development cycle when it came to that game specifically, because I do really want a Wolverine game. I enjoyed Spider-Man 1 and 2 for the PS4 and 5. Those were amazing games, so I'm really excited for the next entry in that series, or in that universe, or if we are even considering that, the same universe. And also Venom. Venom is also being developed as well. I would put it on the list as well, just being along with Wolverine, but who knows. The next game is actually going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, this is going to be a game that I don't think is going to appear in Summer Game Fest, but I'm hoping it does, especially after that screenshot that was shown recently. We haven't heard anything specifically when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3 a really long time, except for that one trailer we had years ago. It's been a few years actually, until very recent, where we actually got news that yes, the game is alive and healthy. We are actually glad that the game is not in like development hell or something like that. But it's good to see that KH4 is actually doing well, so hopefully we get to see more at the Summer Game Fest. I doubt it, but it's highly unlikely. Not saying it's impossible, but it is what it is. Battlefield 6. So I am actually a new fan of Battlefield. I've been playing Battlefield a lot recently, specifically Battlefield 5. I've been looking to purchase Battlefield 1, but it's way too expensive right now. Battlefield 2042 was okay for what it was trying to do or be. It was okay, but I am a fan of the other entries in the series, like Battlefield 5, like I said earlier. But I'm excited for the new entry. Apparently we are going to see something in the summertime. I don't know if they meant the Summer Game Fest. I'm pretty sure it's going to make an appearance at Summer Game Fest or whenever it may be, but I'm really excited for the next entry. I do love my milsim shooters, of course. Next game is actually Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. This game is a no-brainer, of course. Maybe we'll get like a demo drop or something like that. Maybe we'll get a new trailer, but the game comes out in August, and I would not be surprised if we actually do see something of Metal Gear. But at the same time, it is a Jeff Keighley show, and you guys know when it comes to Konami and Jeff Keighley, I don't know if they're still beefing behind the scenes, but who knows at this point, because the whole fall off with Konami and Hideo Kojima, I can see it not making an appearance because of that specifically, which is why I think Silent Hill 2 kind of got the shit end of the stick on that show because of that reason, but who knows at this point. Silent Hill, so this was an interesting one. I'm not only expecting a new something of, you know, Silent Hill F, of course, but also a new Silent Hill game. Maybe Townfall? We haven't seen anything of that. Maybe a new Silent Hill entry in the series. Maybe Born from a Wish DLC for Silent Hill 2 Remake, who knows? I feel like that would be incredibly awesome to see. So my next game on the list is actually going to be Onimusha, a new trailer for the new Onimusha game. Now, I'm a newcomer when it comes to the Onimusha games. I'm actually playing Onimusha 2, and my god, I am loving the combat completely. I've been told that it's like Resident Evil with swords, but I don't necessarily see that. I see it more of a Devil May Cry game than a Resident Evil game. Apparently, the combat for Onimusha, when it was one of the glitches that you actually can stun enemies in the air, what kind of inspired the combat for Devil May Cry, which is actually crazy to think about. So yes, there was a glitch in Onimusha that you can do that actually inspired the combo system for Devil May Cry. So this is going to be a really big coping one. This is going to be a Bloodborne something. I know we have Dusk Blood, or Dusk Bloods, I should say. I know we have that game coming. This is probably why I don't think it's going to be in the Summer Game Fest. Obviously, you know how Jeff Keighley is when it comes to the Souls-like titles. He just loves announcing them for some reason. He is a big, massive fan of these games. So I can see it definitely being, you know, just appearing at a Jeff Keighley show, of course. But at the same time, I feel like the Switch are making Dusk Bloods because, you know, I don't know what Sony is doing with Bloodborne as of late, but it's been 10 years. And they haven't even acknowledged the existence of it, which is kind of strange to me because this game has a huge cult following, and for them to just, you know, completely ignore the game seems wild to me. So hopefully Bloodborne gets like an appearance or like a PC port at the very least, so I can personally play it because I am a newcomer when it comes to Souls-like title. My very first title being Elden Ring. It's probably like one of my favorite games of all time, to be honest. So I really do want to go back and play Bloodborne, but 30 FPS is just rough playing on the PS4 to 5. It's just completely crazy. Next game is going to be Jurassic Park Survivor. Now, I don't know what's happening to this game. We haven't necessarily seen too much of it except for that one trailer that we've seen a few months back, or it could have been a couple years ago. I don't remember exactly, but I do want to see more on it. I still don't know if it's going to be a horror game, it's a survivor game, maybe both, survival horror maybe. We really don't know, but we really do need more dinosaur horror games when it comes to the industry, in the horror industry, I should say. Next one is going to be a new Final Fantasy. There's been talks for so many years, not years, but I should say like a few months, maybe a year or two. That's apparently there's going to be a Final Fantasy IX remake. This is all just rumors that I've been hearing. This is like a talk I've been hearing from some quite time. So maybe we'll get like a new Final Fantasy entry coming in, and I don't know what it's going to be. Again, it's just a rumor, but it's a really old rumor. I don't even know if it's true. I don't know much about it. I just heard it over and over and over again when it comes to each and every event, but hopefully we get a new Final Fantasy. I'm also a fan of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 8 being my favorite entry in the series, and it is actually my favorite game of all time. So yes, it's Final Fantasy 8. Surprisingly, it's not a Resident Evil title, but it's actually FF8. Next game is going to be, well, it's probably not going to happen only because these developers are just way too big for this event. This is Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm not that much of a fan of GTA, but let me tell you, every time I do play GTA 5, I never beat the missions. I've never beaten GTA 5 to this day because the game is so massive. The game is super sandboxy, if that's even a freaking word in, you know, the gaming space, that I just linger and just do my own thing. I just start stealing cars and just doing random stuff in the entire game. So I never complete the missions because of this reason, but I'm interested to see more GTA 6. They're pretty fun games. I am interested to see what they're going with GTA 6, even though I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I do want to see more. I'm kind of intrigued of how the game is. The game looks absolutely gorgeous, by the way, when it comes to the trailers. So let's see. Next game is actually going to be Chronos: A New Dawn, which is a new survival horror game. This is from Blooper Team, the same people who made Silent Hill 2 Remake. The game looks extremely sci-fi like. It's really futuristic, but it looks incredible in my opinion. I really do hope to see more of Chronos: A New Dawn. What spikes my interest is because of the fact that I loved Silent Hill 2 Remake, so I really do want to see the next entry of Blooper Team. A new Persona. So apparently we got some news that Persona 4 Remake is actually going to be a thing. Me being a brand new Persona player, I do love Persona 3, specifically Reload. Reload is actually my very first Persona title, and I'm in the process of playing it right now. And my God, I love this game to death. I am a fan of Persona nowadays, just because I love JRPGs in general. But it's a really, really great title. I do love Persona 3 Reload, and if all the games are just like that, then I'm going to enjoy future iterations of Persona. So I'm excited that Persona 4 is actually going to get a remake, just like Persona 3 did, the game I'm currently playing. Next game is going to be maybe a new Star Wars game. Now, we all know that Battlefront 2 has gotten this extreme surge out of nowhere because of the hype when it comes to Revenge of the Sith. We got Andor kicking ass. There's just so many Star Wars things going on. I would be hella surprised if we didn't get any Star Wars announcement, especially when there were a lot of games in development that they did announce, and we don't get anything Star Wars related. I would be a little surprised. Next game is a huge hope, and this is going to be a new Tomb Raider game. I do love the Crystal Dynamics reboot Tomb Raider series. I've beaten all 3 games, and this is honestly one of my favorite iterations of Lara Croft in general. And apparently there's like some talks of a reboot of some sort, but I'm really excited to see a Tomb Raider, but we shall see what happens. Next game is going to be Dying Light the Beast. I'm not really big on the Dying Light series. I'm currently playing the first Dying Light on PC, and honestly, it's really good. From what I'm playing, it's really, really fun. It's immersive. I love the world. I love the mechanics when, you know, when everything turns nighttime, you get these bastards at night called volatile, which are super aggressive freaking type of zombies that appears at night. So I'm pretty interested to see what they're going to do with the beast, of course, and I am interested in playing in Dying Light 2 as well. So we shall see, but this is basically what I want to see at Summer Game Fest. I can't really think of any other game in the top of my head for now. If there are, I'll probably mention it when we do stream it on Friday, June 6th. Just remember, we will be live streaming the event, of course. It's going to be a really, really fun time. I'll probably be live at least 2 or 3 hours before then. Kind of get the stream going and hyped, and then, you know, so we can all watch the show together. But yeah, let me know what you think. Are you guys excited for a particular game to be revealed at the Summer Game Fest? Let me know in the comments. But if you guys like the content, make sure to like the video. And if you are new to the channel, welcome to be sure to subscribe. And most importantly, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next time. Please be safe out there, and peace.